Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. What gross world flourishing could look like. What should and could the world be like? Not utopia, but a realistic reach. Regarding education and the world of work, education would be reinvented to prioritize what it would take to live reasonably throughout students' work spans. That will likely require, for example, a reduction in materialism, such as the expectation of costly homes, cars, vacations, etc. Government will have to take more from middle and upper earners to support the growing millions who will not be sustainably employable in our ever more cognition-heavy world of work. That will require better teachers, for example, those willing and able to fully suffuse AI into preparation for lessons, individualization, and teaching students the core critical thinking and AI utilization skills that will be a floor for reasonably remunerative employment. Recruiting enough such teachers will demand a combination of more aggressive recruitment of high-quality people into teaching, enticing them by more autonomy and less bureaucracy, compacted AI-based training, and promotion and pay increases based not on seniority or number of courses taken, but on relevant merit, including student academic, emotional, interpersonal, and civic achievement. Additional prestige would thus accrue to teachers. Because of AI and other technology that could provide world-class individualized instruction online, fewer teachers would be needed, thus the cost needn't be greater. The big impediment? The teachers' unions, which unleash their lawyers to fight even a single bad teacher's dismissal, let alone a reinvention of education that would have students learn much at home, come to school for a few hours of discussion, and then an afternoon of extracurriculars supervised by people far less expensive than teachers. A corrective on the public perception of teacher pay. Contrary to teachers' union PR, teachers are paid well considering the shorter than average school day and number of work days in a year, the lower cognitive barriers to entry to be a teacher, and that teaching is one of the few careers that provide free health care and even a lifetime pension plus lifetime tenure after just 2 or 3 years, even if the teacher is largely burned out. Relationships. Marriage would continue to decline in appeal. With people living longer and women's ever greater economic viability, there's less reason to commit to the unrealistic till death do us part in sickness and in health for richer and for poorer. A societal move toward few-year term marriages would balance desire for freedom with the desire for stability. AI friends and counselors would no longer be viewed as inferior. It is irrational to demean them. After all, they have the insight, tact, patience, and 24/7, 365 free availability, nearly impossible for human friends and counselors to match. And even already in 2026, AI remembers what you said sessions ago and incorporates that into questions and comments. No human can do that, let alone sustainably. Work. Many millions of people in the U.S. and billions worldwide lack the cognitive ability, drive, and mental and physical health to compete for reasonably remunerative jobs. As mentioned, they will need support by others. But even if taxes on middle and upper earners were doubled, there isn't enough money to provide such a huge tranche with what we currently view as a decent living. Sub-decent, but not destitute, may be all we can realistically aspire to. Of course, I like to give an example. For example, if it's living in a dorm and eating in cafeteria food is good enough for Ivy League students, it should be good enough for people who need to rely on the taxpayer. Of course, in addition to money, work provides meaning, structure, and relationship. So work that's minimally remunerative because so many people could do it, such as babysitting, elder care, elementary school tutoring, janitorial, etc., will remain in demand. Technology will assist but not eliminate many of these jobs. Healthcare. Here, too, there won't be enough money to retain even our deeply flawed status quo, in which, for example, millions of heavy users of healthcare don't pay into the system. Also, insurers seem to specialize in delay, deny, and then only pay minimally. Ever more work will be done by healthcare paraprofessionals, AI-assisted of course. Hospital wards will replace most semi-private rooms, and you can choose your doctor will be but a memory. Procedures will be subject to more rigorous cost effectiveness and more so as people age. An 80-plus-year-old would get only palliation. Assisted ending of life would be the norm, embraced both on fiscal and ethical grounds. People should be able to make that so personal decision with only minimal government oversight. Shared values. If education, formal and otherwise, does what it should, there would be broad embrace of communitarianism, as distilled famously by Rabbi Hillel. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? And finally, spirituality. Religion will continue to morph, with more people embracing a non-deistic spirituality, based not on faith in a deity or scripture, but in the aforementioned communitarian values, and in belonging to a group of kindred spirits we call a church or temple. So, that's my vision of desirable yet realistic in terms of gross world flourishing. What's yours? In any event, that essay is what gross world flourishing could look like. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant to this might be Thought Experiments, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.